So, welcome to Jumbo Eyes and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. Okay? The purpose of this lecture series is very simple. We want you to revise your current affairs. And we want you to get that revision from the much needed MCQ practice because MCQ practice would come in really handy, really helpful if you're serious about stage 1 of civil services examination, that is prelim stage. Okay, now every day we will cover 4 to 5 MCQs from current affairs. Mind you, for other subjects like polity, history, geography, we'll have separate MCQs. This lecture series is solely dedicated for current affairs because current affairs forms very important portion of your prelims examination. So this lecture series would cover 4 to 5 MCQs on a daily basis from current affairs. Now 4 to 5 MCQs might seem like little effort right now, but these 4 to 5 MCQs covered on a daily basis would add up to more than 1200 MCQs. 1200 MCQs. And ask any serious civil services aspirant, he would say that 1200 MCQs is more than sufficient for current affairs. Okay, so make this lecture series a daily habit of yours, make it a part of your daily routine. All right, enough of the introduction. Now let's straight away jump into the discussion, starting with question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701. It was adopted in 2006. It aimed to end hostilities between Israel and Hamas. Okay, it created a buffer zone between blue line border between Israel and Lebanon and Litani River. Okay, the recent ceasefire proposal between Israel and Hezbollah is based on UNSC Resolution 1701. Now, as you all know that currently, for the past 13 months, Israel and Hezbollah were at war with each other, right? But recently, a breakthrough was decided upon. A ceasefire agreement between the two sides was decided upon. Now, people are saying that this ceasefire agreement is based on United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701, which was adopted way back in 2006. Okay, 2006. It was adopted way back in 2006. Now, why was this Security Council resolution adopted? The thing was that Israel and Hezbollah were at war with each other in 2006, which led to massive casualties. So, therefore, United Nations intervened and they decided to stop that war with Resolution 1701. Under that resolution, Israel and Hezbollah would agree to a ceasefire, and Israel will come back to its territory which it had invaded. Israel invaded Lebanon basically. So it would come back to its territory behind Blue Line. Blue Line is the border between Israel and Lebanon. And Hezbollah would go beyond or would go back to Litani River, north of Litani River. So there would be a buffer zone between Blue Line, which is the actual border between Israel and Lebanon, and the north of Blue Line is Litani River. So between that area, there won't be any Hezbollah fighters. Israel will go to the south of Blue Line and Hezbollah would go to the north of Litani River. Okay, so this part is correct, this is correct. So, because it created a buffer zone in that area. Okay, that buffer zone would be occupied by UN peacekeeping forces. And the current ceasefire agreement is based on this resolution. So, this part is also correct. All three. Yeah, this is not correct. I'm so sorry. Because Hamas is written over here. It should be Hezbollah. Okay, so it should be Hezbollah. All right, so it's not this part is incorrect, this part is correct, this part is correct. Okay, second statement is correct. The answer is B. All right, question number 2. Which of the following statements is are correct regarding Indian Constitution? November 26th is the day on which India's Constitution was adopted in the year 1949. Okay, Constituent Assembly took 11 sessions covering a total of 165 days to make India's constitution. Okay. Indian Constitution borrowed heavily from Government of India Act 1935 passed by Indian Central Legislative Assembly. Okay. So look, every year since 2015, November 26 is celebrated as Constitution Day. Why? Because our constitution was ready on November 26 to 1949. It was ready, okay, and it was adopted, but it was enforced from January 26, 1950. Okay, that is why January 26th is celebrated as Republic Day, because on this day our constitution was enforced. But it was adopted by Constituent Assembly in on November 26, 1949. That is why this day is celebrated as Indian Constitution Day. Okay, so this part is correct. Now, the Constituent Assembly's first session started on 9th December 1946. It took around 2 years, around 3 years to complete this, and it took around 11 sessions, 165 days to make Indian Constitution. So this part is, second statement is also correct. Okay. Now it is said that India's constitution borrowed a lot from other constitutions of the world. It actually borrowed best parts of various other constitutions. But more than 50% of India's constitution is based on Government of India Act, which was enacted by British Parliament, not Indian Central Legislative Assembly. No, it was enacted by British Parliament, and it was enforced in India from 1937 onwards. Okay, so this part is false. 1 and 2 only. A. Okay, question number 3. Consider the following statements regarding One Nation, One Subscription scheme. It is a 6,000 crore initiative of next 5 years. Okay. One Nation, One Subscription seeks to provide equitable access to 13,000 scholarly journals from 30 international publishers under a single platform. Okay. InflibNet Center has been designated as the implementing agency for this initiative. All right. Now look, Government of India has launched One Nation, One Subscription scheme, which would really help out students studying in these higher education institutions. All right. Now, what is One Nation, One Subscription? Look, various students and faculty members of these universities have to refer to good articles published in internationally reputed journals or internationally reputed magazines, right? So they need access to these important articles published in these journals. But to get access to these journals, they have to give some subscription fee. They have to subscribe to that journal. Now, there are multiple journals. Okay, they have to pay separately for these multiple journals, and that is why these students have to spend a lot. Now, government has come out with a scheme under which all these important magazines, 13,000 important magazines from 30 international publishers, would come on a single platform. Okay, it would be on a single platform. This single platform will have 13,000 magazines. You just have to take subscription of this platform. One subscription. So gone are the days when you have to take multiple subscriptions of different magazines. You just have to take one subscription, pay one subscription fee, and you'll have access to these 13,000 scholarly journals. Now, this initiative or this scheme would cost Government of India 6,000 crore, and it is going to be there for the next 3 calendar years, not 5, 3 calendar years. Okay, 2025, 26, 27. Okay, so this part is false because it was written 5 over here. It seeks to provide equitable access to 13,000 scholarly journals. Absolutely correct. Now, InflibNet Information Center of Gandhinagar has been designated as the implementing agency of this initiative. Okay, InflibNet is basically a digital library. It is a center where many of these journals are put together. Okay, so InflibNet functions under UGC, University Grants Commission, and it is in Gandhinagar, Gujarat. So this part is also correct. 2 and 3. And last but not the least, consider the following statements regarding foreign portfolio investors. These are foreign investors who buy and hold physical assets outside their country of residence. Okay, these are completely regulated by Reserve Bank of India. Okay, qualified foreign investors are a subcategory of FPIs that are from countries who are member of FATF. All right. Now look, foreign investors. there are two types of foreign investors: foreign direct investors, FDI, foreign portfolio investors, okay, FPI. All right. Now, foreign direct investors are those foreign investors who buy physical assets in India because they want to set up a shop in India. Okay. So, all these big companies who want to do business in India, they bring with some investment. That investment is foreign direct investment. Okay. So, if Walmart wants to open retail stores in India, that is foreign direct investment. If Singapore Airlines wants to operate airlines in India, that is foreign direct investment. But who are foreign portfolio investors? These are those investors who just come to India with their money to trade in India's stock market or bond market, okay, or mutual funds. Okay, so they are here just to buy and sell financial assets, not physical assets. Physical assets are done by foreign direct investors. They just buy financial assets like stocks, bonds, mutual funds, and whatnot. Okay, so this statement is false because here financial assets was written. Okay, it is actually physical assets. Okay, I'm sorry, financial assets. It was physical assets written over here. These are completely regulated by Reserve Bank of India. Absolutely false. They are regulated by Securities and Exchange Board of India, SEBI. Okay, so this statement is also false. Then foreign portfolio investors are also of two types. One are called foreign institutional investors, the others are called qualified foreign investors. So, foreign institutional investors are basically foreign fund houses. So, an American mutual fund and a British insurance fund, an Australian pension fund, okay, hedge funds from abroad, these are fund houses because these are institutions, right? These are funds. So that is why they are called foreign institutional investors, because they are institutions who are investing in India's stock market. Okay, these are big fund houses. Now if an individual or a company wants to invest in stock market of India, they would have to be treated as qualified foreign investors. Okay, so they are a subcategory of FPI, but they are not FII. All right. And generally, India allows only those qualified foreign investors who are from a country that is member of Financial Action Task Force, because Government of India wants to be sure that they are not money launderers. So only those countries who are members of FATF are allowed to have qualified foreign investors for India. Okay, so this part is correct. Only 3C. And we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. And I'm sure it has added value to your preparation, but it would add more value if you download the notes from our Telegram channel too and revise from those notes. Those notes would contain detailed written solutions to all the questions discussed in this lecture. Okay, so take a look. It will hardly take 5 to 10 minutes of your time, but take a look or revise those or take a look at those detailed solutions basically. Okay, now the link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section below. So you just have to click on that link. It'll take you to our Telegram channel, and from there you can download notes for not just this lecture, but all the other lectures featuring on our YouTube channel. All right. On that note, I'll be signing off. Thank you so much, everyone.